You have valuable content to create, but want to improve the image quality, choose the best lens, or upgrade your current kit lens while keeping the budget as low as possible. You are thinking about Sigma 16mm f1.4, which is notoriously good for YouTube, but you don't have clarity and don't know if it's worth spending the money on it. It's much easier than you think to make this decision, and I will be your guide in solving this problem and answer all your questions. I used the kit lens for years and also the Sigma 16mm f1.4. Both lenses are great, but both have advantages and disadvantages. Maybe you already have the kit lens, and upgrading to Sigma 16mm will transform your videos immediately into something much better. Or maybe Sigma 16mm will be useless for you. Let's see the real differences and see if you really need this upgrade. Spoiler alert, in some situations, Sigma 16mm will really make a huge difference in image quality. We can first see the difference when it comes to size and weight. The kit lens is super small, compact and light, and the Sigma is significantly bigger and heavier. I found the kit lens on Amazon at $94, or maybe you already have it, and the Sigma 16mm it's around $399. Big difference, but the quality difference will also be this big? You're about to discover this. The most obvious difference, the kit lens it's a zoom lens, going from 16mm to 50mm with f3.5 to 5.6. The Sigma 16mm it's a prime lens, you can't zoom. That's it, just 16mm. But we have f1.4, and this is something super important, and we are about to see the real difference. Here the battle starts and the questions are flowing. Do you need a zoom lens for talking head videos, or you can work with the prime lens? It's 16mm too wide for you? You will go outside besides talking head videos and take the camera with you on vacation. Because the Sigma is bigger and heavier, will it be harder for you to use it? The difference between f3.5 and f1.4 will be significant. Sigma 16mm will help you save money when it comes to lights. Should you buy the Sigma or just keep the kit lens? Let's break it down and get clarity to make the right decision. First, the zoom problem. If you create talking head videos, courses, coaching calls, tutorials, or YouTube videos, for this kind of shot where your camera is on a tripod and you don't change the spot where you film too often, you don't need the zoom. Also, you won't care if the lens is bigger and heavier because it's sitting on a tripod. But because this camera shoots 4K, for talking head videos, you can make a crop when you edit and have a little bit of zoom. 20-30%, it's okay. Another trick is to activate the active stabilization even if you shoot on a tripod, and the camera will crop the image for you a little bit. The difference in quality for YouTube videos or online calls is insignificant. So for talking head videos, that zoom will be almost useless. But Sigma will bring you other super important benefits. But maybe you don't use it just for talking head videos and also want to take it with you on a vacation or travel with it. In this case, zoom will be helpful, and because it's smaller, that will also be helpful. Now, if you go outside and shoot on the street while walking, the kit lens will also help because it has optical stabilization. It doesn't do too much, but will remove those small shakes. This can help you, and you need to take this into consideration. And here is the big question. Do you use it for talking head videos on a tripod like me, or do you want also to go outside? If you use it just for talking head videos, just wait and see what Sigma 16mm can do. You will be impressed. But if you walk and talk, the kit lens could be better for you, even if you will miss something important from Sigma. Now let's see what are the biggest advantages of the Sigma lens. Having f1.4 is something special. Long story short, when this number is lower, like 1.4, the image will be brighter and the blur behind you will be more pronounced. We also call this kind of lens a fast lens because when you have it wide open at 1.4, the hole that lets the light in will be bigger and more light will hit the sensor faster. When this number is higher, the image will be darker and the blur will disappear. Sigma has f1.4 and the kit lens has f3.5, 5.6. Why does this have two numbers? Because it's a zoom lens with variable aperture. That means When you are zoomed out at 16mm, the minimum f value can be 3.5, and when you zoom, this will increase at 5.6. Now let's see the real difference for a talking head video when it comes to aperture. This is the image at f1.4, and these are the settings that I used. Check the light and the blur. This looks so nice. And this is the image at f3.5 with the same settings. To have a proper exposure, I need to increase the ISO a little bit, which will introduce a little bit of noise to the image, and also check the blur. Right now, it's less pronounced. And if you zoom in, it will be darker and the blur will be less pronounced. If you don't know how to do all these settings about ISO, shutter speed, frame rates, or aperture, I will add links in the description for tutorials that I have to master all these settings quickly and easy. This aspect of the blur is important for many creators, and it gives to the video a professional cinematic look. If you prefer to have it, this lens with f1.4 it's the best choice. I told you that with this lens you can also save some money when it comes to lights. This is why. At f1.4 you don't need huge lights and extremely powerful systems. Of course, you will still need proper lights, but you don't need huge lights that can be noisy and expensive. I have a dedicated video about my cheap and space-saving lighting system. If you want to find out more, I will add the link in the description, of course. Now, let's see the images again. This is shot at 16mm with f1.4, and this is shot with 16mm at f3.5. We have more to talk about, but the differences until now are big, and the choice is yours. What's more important for you? Do you want that zoom or a much better image but without zoom and image stabilization? And before exploring more about this, if you find this video useful, don't forget to press the like button and maybe subscribe. Thank you. And if you want to buy these lenses, I will add affiliate links in the description down below. If you click on my links, you're not going to pay anything extra, but I will earn a small commission, and this will help me to keep the sponsors away from this channel and create more videos like this one. Thank you. Another important aspect, the kit lens has a filter mount of 40.5mm, which is super small. And if you want to use it with most teleprompters, keep in mind that you need an adapter ring to something bigger like 67mm. Now, what is my opinion about this having and using these lenses for more than 3 years? If you have the kit lens and your main content is vlogging, walking or traveling, stay with the kit lens. If you have the kit lens and your main focus is on talking head videos, courses and online business calls, and you want that beautiful blur behind you and a better image with a small investment, buy the Sigma, you won't regret it. And if you don't have any and are thinking about building your setup right now and you plan to shoot talking head videos like this one, buy only the camera body and the Sigma lens from the start. You will achieve great image quality for your valuable content. But keep this in mind, even if you choose the perfect lens for you, learn how to use it and have the right settings, you can still have low quality videos if you don't take care of the whole setup. This is super important. I have here a dedicated video where I show you every aspect of a great setup for talking head videos and prove to you some misconceptions about certain aspects. Check it to make the right decision for you and achieve great image and audio quality.